A wildfire in Tuscaloosa County has burned 100 acres. Hear from forestry officials on what they're doing to protect residents. And it's another step toward recovery in a well-known part of Tuscaloosa. We'll show you how. We're glad you're with us this evening. I'm Terry Brewer.
And I'm Lauren Brooks. We begin tonight with the latest on a wildfire in Tuscaloosa County.
It's been burning since Monday, and it's burned 100 acres so far.
All right, what's happening now with that fire is our top story at 5 o'clock. Fire officials tell us there are still some hot spots, and they're monitoring the situation to make sure it does not flare up again. It started off Camp Cherry Austin Road and Highway 216. That's just south of Brookwood. Last night, the fire was 100% contained. The Alabama Forestry Commission telling WVUA they are hopeful it will not begin burning again.
When the temperature gets high, the humidity drops, and the winds pick up, if we're going to lose it, it'll be this afternoon. So we're doing our mop-up work and just sort of waiting. So we're going to be here. If it jumps again like it did yesterday, we're going to be ready for it.
Forestry officials say the time between 1 and 3 this afternoon was of most concern to them. That's because it is the driest part of the day. Investigators are not sure of exactly what caused this fire.
If you've driven by Forest Lake in Tuscaloosa recently, you may have noticed the water level is dropping. According to Chad Christian with the city of Tuscaloosa, officials started siphoning water from the lake last Thursday and will stop in a day or two. Christian says there was a scheduled flyover set for earlier this morning to determine the amount of debris in the lake, but it was canceled due to weather conditions. By a ground assessment, Christian says there is almost as much debris in the lake as they originally estimated. Residents around Forest Lake are excited to see the lake being drained, but are still concerned.
Well, it's been an awful long time. It just don't seem like it's been a city priority or anything. I mean, it's a private lake and everything, but it's a community's dumped in there.
According to Christian, the city engineer will be finalizing the plans for debris removal this week. The plans must be approved by the NRCS, and they're hoping the work can begin by mid-April.
Fallout continues across Alabama due to the governor's 10% budget cuts, but Tuscaloosa County may not be hit as hard as some other areas. As we've reported, Governor Bentley says he ordered the proration because the state general fund budget was impacted by several factors, including the cost of tornado recovery. This has many state leaders trying to figure out where to make cuts, from layoffs to reduce services. Tuscaloosa County Probate Judge Hardy McCollum told us he did not anticipate the proration causing a major problem with services in Tuscaloosa County.
The one good thing about Tuscaloosa County that we have adequate reserves to deal with the short-term and long-term problems. A lot of other counties may not have that ability. We do. The city of Tuscaloosa and Tuscaloosa County are financially sound, which gives us the ability to step to the plate and meet those needs. We can carry. We don't have to go borrow money.
Bentley's office says the budget cuts will not affect the state's education budget.
Today, canoeing has a new meaning at the capstone. A team of University of Alabama engineering students has created a concrete canoe. It's called April's Fury. They're entering the canoe in the National Concrete Canoe Competition later this week in Florida. The team started working on April's Fury last August. Organizers say they got the inspiration of April's Fury from, of course, the April 27th tornado. The focus of the creation is not the destruction, but the recovery and rebuilding of the city.
It touched me a lot to see how quickly everyone came back after to start the rebuilding. They didn't just sit around and wait for someone else. And so this year we wanted to actually be a symbol of the rebuilding and the courage and the strength that the people in Tuscaloosa and all over the country showed afterwards.
The team heads out to Florida March 23rd.
On your Home Team Crime Watch, you have a chance to help fight crime in West Alabama. In fact, your piece of information could be that missing link investigators need to find a suspect. Here now, this week's Tuscaloosa County's Most Wanted.
Hello, my name is Ted Sexton, the Sheriff of Tuscaloosa County. Thanks to your help in WVUA, we have 3 more captures in this week's Tuscaloosa County's Most Wanted. Christopher Eugene was arrested on the charge of robbery in the first degree. Antoine Reed was arrested on trafficking and marijuana and other charges. And Montario May was arrested on the charge of unlawful distribution of a controlled substance. Again, thanks to your help in WVUA, 3 more captures in Tuscaloosa County's Most Wanted. That's a total of 370. Now we need your help this week in finding more of Tuscaloosa County's Most Wanted. Kenzarian Landmark Harris. He's wanted on charge of robbery in the first degree. He's a black male, 26 years of age, 6'3", 200 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. Last known to be living on 36th Avenue East in Tuscaloosa. Quentin Gerard Campbell, wanted on charge of burglary in the first degree and other charges. He's a white male, 34 years of age, 5'10", 195 pounds, with brown hair and green eyes. Last known to be living on Lynx Boulevard in Tuscaloosa. Melvin Cole Wilkins, wanted on violation of the Community Sex Offender Notification Act. He's a black male, 47 years of age, 6'1", 220 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, and was last known to be living on 15th Avenue East in Tuscaloosa. If you have any information on these as well as others wanted by the Tuscaloosa County Sheriff's Office, please call us at 205-464-8672 or go to our website at www.tcsoal.org. You can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Working together, we can continue to make Tuscaloosa County a safer place to live.
New for you at 5 o'clock, WVUA is covering the Alabama Legislature, where lawmakers are looking at state pension plans. A new bill would not let some new public employees draw their pensions until later in life and contribute less of their paycheck. The bill has passed committee and now heads to the full Senate. The proposal calls for setting retirement at 62 for most employees and 56 for law enforcement officers and firefighters. Opponents say they're worried the measure would make it harder to attract quality employees.
New at 5, more film companies may be saying lights, camera, and action here in Alabama. Like this movie, October Baby, which was filmed right here in our state. And this is because lawmakers are looking at raising the limit of tax credits for filmmakers. Right now, the state can only spend $10 million on incentives, but a new bill would raise that limit to $15 million by 2014. The bill would also expand from $10 million to $20 million on a production to qualify for tax incentives. That means the state would still attract mostly smaller films. Also new at 5, from the bright lights of Hollywood to the capital of Alabama, Alabama native and Academy Award-winning actress Octavia Spencer has captured the hearts of so many.
She sure has, and captured many awards this year, including an Oscar. Today she was honored for her achievements. Governor Bentley declared today Octavia Spencer Day. Around 400 people greeted Spencer with a hero's welcome when she arrived at the State House. Spencer was also honored by a joint session of the legislature. She said she would do whatever she could to see that more movies are made in Alabama. Spencer is a native of Montgomery, and she won Best Supporting Actress Oscar for playing Minnie in the movie The Help. That movie was based on the novel of the same name by author Catherine Stockett, who is a graduate of the University of Alabama.
Coming up, home team weather still very warm this afternoon. 82 in Tuscaloosa, 81 back in Brent, 82 over in Clinton. But how long is this warm air going to stick around? And what about the rain chance in your forecast? Weather is after the break. Stay with us.
Plus, a new weapon against cancer may be inside your medicine cabinet, and experts say this research is particularly promising. And the Crimson Tide football team returned to the practice field this afternoon. Gary Harris will have a report coming up for you in Alabama's home team sports.